Everyone loves them.
Refugees are welcome here.
Except young women in London.
No worry. It's all good. We're in relationships.
I like you so much.
Thank you. Thank you.
You are Prenzel.
Okay, thank you. We're in
are
relationships.
angel. You not know you are angel.
Prenzel.
You're so beautiful. Hi.
No, you fucking kiss me. No, don't fucking kiss me.
No,
No,
you and your
he
friend
just
need to get the
fucking
fuck
kissed
away.
me.
Get the fuck away.
Except teenage girls in Liverpool.
What?
No. What? You want to see me? I don't want to see you. Can you please fuck off? Please fuck off. Do not fucking follow me. Yeah, fuck off. You okay? Yeah, this fucking guy's following me. Fucking creep.
Except young women taking the train in Lombardy, Italy.
Perché? Perché? Dimmi perché! Dimmi! Mi ha dato un culo in faccia! Polizia subito! Ma se una donna non c'ha un spray come questo, uno come lui!
Una donna fa un pezzo. Una donna cosa?
Or the train in Berlin. Or outside a church in Milan.
Vicini, chiamo la polizia.
Io?
Se ti avvicini chiamo la polizia.
Lei chiama. Fammi vedere, io chiamo la polizia. In centrale, davanti alla polizia, faccio il cazzo di pissate così. C'è il bagno?
Non mi interessa, non ti avvicinare a me.
Non mi fai video, aspetta.
Non ti avvicinare.
And anyway, a tiny minority of white people had non-white grandparents, so fuck borders and laws and shit.
Are white people being replaced in the UK?
So what? So what? Wait, so what? Nobody's white.
Right.
Who's white? Right. Everybody's got a grandparent or a great-great-grandparent or a great-great-great-great-great-grandparent that came from somewhere else.
Naturally, that means we must import Infinity Bemalians.
I think immigration is vital. The damage done during imperial empire colonialism could and should have a tranche of immigrants who, if they want to come here, hell yeah, they should come here.
Right, so you're admitting it's a form of revenge. They told me it was our greatest strength.
They've fled their country, they've had their houses bombed, families murdered. They've crossed the channel on a fucking rubber dinghy.
Is that from?
How scary is that?
Is that from France? They've crossed the channel.
Yes, it will have been from France.
Is there a war going on in France?
No, there's not a war going on in France.
Okay, so why are they coming here if there's no war in France?
I don't know, but they're here now. I think they should be respected, welcomed.
But surely if your daughter was being sexually predated on, that would change your mind? Nope.
We've had the sexual assault of a 14-year-old girl from an illegal migrant.
Yeah.
Have you got children?
I've got children.
What would you do if one of these migrant men raped your child? Would you change your stance?
That's a bit of a silly question.
Oh, no. It's far from a silly question. If one of those migrant men in that army barracks raped your child, would you change your stance? Be honest, sir.
Well, I wouldn't blame the fact that they're a refugee, that they raped my child.
He's not a refugee. He's an illegal migrant that's come to the country for economical gain and he's raped your child. Would you change your stance then?
No, I wouldn't politicise it.
Jesus wept.
600 illegal migrant men are being housed in that army barracks. Let's just say one of them is a rapist. Are you willing to take the risk?
This is all purely hypothetical, you know.
Well, answer it hypothetically then. Would you take the risk knowing that one of those 600 men was a rapist that could rape your child? Yes or no?
How many rapists and
Yes or no?
How many rapists?
Yes or no?
Clearly, yes he would.
You can't even answer a straightforward question. Would you risk a rapist living in your community if you knew that the chances are high that one of them is a rapist? Would you want to put your children in that kind of danger?
What, is he a historical rapist or a potential rapist?
Pretty high potential when in places like Dorset, 44% of alleged sex offences are carried out by asylum seekers living in asylum hotels.
He's just raped your daughter in front of you.
Well, then
will you object to refugees then? Fucking imbeciles like this man are being ferried in and ferried out. He's willing to take the risk. His own daughter getting raped. Wow!
The Green Party's Rachel Millwood loves refugees and demands you welcome them in your area.
There will be a day When we sit our grandchildren on our knees and we tell them, first they came for the immigrants. So we hung out flags from all the nations and we said, refugees are welcome here.
Wow, what a kind and compassionate woman. I'm sure she'd welcome them in her area with open arms, right? Wrong. She strongly objects to 600 of them being housed in her area, which is 95% white.
Refugees are welcome here.
No, I didn't mean here. Deborah Meaden, net worth 40 million quid, loves refugees. She sternly told Rupert Lowe that it was abhorrent to create a hostile environment for illegal migrants. Deborah's so intent on creating a welcoming environment for refugees.
Show the love.
She chose to live as far away from them as possible in an opulent 10-bedroom Grade 2 listed 240-acre mansion in a 99% white area. You are not my Britain, says the woman who lives in a super wealthy mini white ethno-state. Just a hunch, but I don't think Deborah's nice little corner of Somerset is crawling with these type of wrong-uns.
And Marcus, in some of your findings are astonishing. On some of the highest days, 80% of the sex offenders in Birmingham had foreign-sounding names, 70% in Bradford. Are you convinced there's a clear link going on here?
Well, there is a link, there's no doubt about it, because the figures are consistent.
I don't think there's men with machetes constantly fighting outside Deborah's front door. I don't think there's many of them skulking around looking into her windows. Or loitering around her local playground.
This fucking dodgy cunt. What's that about? The fuck?
Rachel and Deborah's opinions on diversity are surprisingly not shared by a clear majority of the British public. You know, the ones who actually have to live amongst it. Meanwhile, back at Deborah's Somerset mega mansion, this is Black Forest's high flavanol cocoa powder. And here's what's insane. A study with 21,000 people just showed it could reduce a heart attack by 27%. Cocoa flavanols keep your arteries flexible. With regular chocolate, 90% of flavanols get destroyed during processing. It's like the difference between putting water in your gas tank and high octane. Harvard ran this study called the Cosmos Trial, the biggest study on cocoa ever. Now listen to Dr. Eric Berg, one of the most watched health educators on YouTube.
There's some seriously amazing benefits for the heart. Decreased blood pressure because you're getting increased nitric oxide, which actually helps the smooth muscle of the arteries. Now, the blood pressure effect can also happen due to the high levels of magnesium. It's also loaded with iron and potassium and copper and phosphorus and zinc. Number two, it can increase your HDL, decrease your LDL, especially the oxidized LDL. Number three, major studies showing the decrease in risk of heart disease, okay? This is the big one right here, decreasing endothelial dysfunction. This is where heart disease starts. It's the inside of the layer of the artery, specifically the coronary, that starts to become damaged, and then the cholesterol comes and the calcium comes and builds a plaquing and a clot. And so these antioxidants protect the inside layer of the artery.
That's exactly why I switched to Black Forest's high flavanol cocoa. It's not candy, it's performance fuel. Cardiovascular support, better blood flow, and even sharper focus. Think of it like your insurance policy. Inside-out protection for your heart, brain, and stamina. So if you want to keep that blood flowing and that ticker pumping, if you want to kick your coffee up a notch, this is what you're looking for. And here's the bottom line. This is the final week to stock up, because very shortly the buy one, get one free deal will be gone for good. Black Forest told me they're basically just breaking even on this promo, just to try to get it in your hands before prices go up, because cocoa prices have been skyrocketing worldwide over the last few months. This is one of those rare times where the science is clear but the access is limited. So if you've been thinking about trying it, act now before it's gone again. Hit the link in the pinned description and comment and grab that deal while it lasts. Take control of your health before someone else does it for you. Solo female travel in Paris, redefining the city of love. Paris is now inspiring women to travel solo, to embrace freedom, connection, and the joy of falling in love with themselves. Paris sees surging solo female travel, with the Wonder Women movement inspiring young women to visit Paris for enriching, empowering experiences and cultural immersion. Average solo female traveller's first experience of cultural immersion. Wow, how quintessentially Parisian.
Mais c'est ça la réalité. Ce sont des tentes à foison, le tiers-monde qui s'installe en France.
Average solo female traveller's enriching experience in Paris.
That's someone very sick.
Still, I've heard Stockholm's nice. All right, maybe Vienna. No? Maybe Denmark?
Starting in 1992, the Danish government followed 321 Palestinian men that they let into their country over 30 years. Of those 320 men, 204 of them were convicted of a crime. That is 64%. 176 of those 321 men were on welfare. That is 55%. They followed the second generation, and of those 321 men, they had about 999 total children. Of those children, 337 of them were convicted of a crime. It's 34%. 132 served a prison sentence, and 372 of the second generation children, that's 37%, were on welfare. It is estimated that these 321 Palestinian men cost the taxpayers between $250 and $320 million.
It's got to be Poland.
So I just wanted to show you guys how beautiful these streets are in Poland, how peaceful and calm. Look behind me.
There's not a whole load of change, is there? No. They look like they're all independents.
That's a good shout, that. They're not changed yet.
I mean, it's beautiful here. So peaceful, so calm.
Wonder why it feels so different.
These are existential questions that we have been browbeat into ignoring for decades. But the question is, like, is Ireland Ireland? If it's majority non-Irish? Oh, shut up, they're Irish. No, they're actually not Irish. Same with the UK, same with England, Scotland, Wales. Like, it's all changing so fast. Nothing like this has ever happened in all of history, except when, say, the Mongols swept across the steppe and raped everybody. Like, that was true demographic change on this scale. But even that wasn't as profound as what we're seeing in every white country around the world. I would say the West, but Australia and New Zealand also. So, like, what is that? Now, my brain is not big enough to understand what that is. I have a lot of theories about it, but I don't know if they're true. All I know is what the numbers are. And that's real. And no one feels that he can say it. Everyone's like, oh, well, if that were happening in China or India or Malaysia or Senegal, it doesn't matter. You'd be like, what the hell is that?
Even the normies are noticing.
Diversity is our strength is a propaganda phrase. What do we mean by our? Who do we mean by our? Diversity of what? Diversity of thought? Diversity of background? Of education? What kind of diversity are we talking about here? Diversity is our strength. Strength shown how? We've arrived at a situation where our differences alone are somehow enough to unite us. We are united through difference, apparently.
But it can't be that bad. Surely we can still enjoy the Christmas lights in Sheffield. Nope, cancelled. After last year's terror attack on a Christmas market in Magdeburg, Germany by a Saudi migrant, the legacy media insisted it was a baseless conspiracy theory that Christmas markets in Germany were being cancelled this year. Except, turns out they are being cancelled, including the one in Magdeburg, which hasn't been approved for go-ahead because they can't provide security against potential attacks. Still, the one in Berlin looks like a lot of fun.
Last Christmas, I gave you my heart, but the very next day, you gave it away.
Meanwhile, in the United States, a new Trump administration directive will prohibit certain high-calorie humans from obtaining visas. Literally the embodiment of only let the fit ones in.
Fit. 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 Wait. Back to Slovenia.
If you value what I do and you want to help support me, please visit pauljosephwatson.locals.com and either pledge a one-time donation or subscribe to join my community, get early access videos, and message me directly. And exclusive live streams coming soon too. Promise. Check out the Locals link down in the description. And don't forget to take a look at the brand new website, modernity.news. That's where you'll find all my content, including exclusive articles. That's modernity.news.